This is Irontrader. Now the pits closed at 2:30, about 25 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell the stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil daily, weekly chart. All right. Now, in the market today, it started off good with NVIDIA just cranking up all the way up to 163.20. But then, wow, hammer time. Dow is down over 630 points right now. NASDAQ is down 113. S&P is down 48. I think really people are just getting ready here. We've got the Memorial Day weekend. They're just selling here their positions here in advance of all that. Now, everything is just getting hammered. Now, let's take a look here at the old crude ski. Now, today was a really good short on the crude, okay? So, SCO, you had a bottom of 1662, and you had a high of 1747. I mean, really, really nice a short here on the old crude here because it couldn't make it through this key level here, okay? Look at there. It went up into that 8-day, and then she just pulled right back. It couldn't even make it to the old Hondo. However, now we look at this and you say, wow, this is ugly as hell. Well, actually it is, and it isn't. Because it held, look at this price channel. See, on a closing basis, 76.70. Okay, so you've held that. And that is very, very key. Okay, so now let's just take a look here. Say tomorrow it opens up and then she breaks like right below that. Okay, so what we want to do is just look at all these levels. So there was your 76.70 right there. Okay, and then we just come right here to the left, and this is what you're looking for. Okay, on this candle here, what do we have here? Right there, 76.79. So that was pretty close. You're within 9 cents on that. Your next level here is going to be 76.32. And then we're going to have right there, you're going to have 75.84. And then what you're looking for right here is this 200-day at 75.61. And then we have this double bottom situation that went on here. You're sitting at 75.52. So those are your key support levels. Now, this is the bad boy right here, this 200-day. So again, if this comes down and it breaks through, as long as it can close above that 200-day, that could be a good buying opportunity here because look how many times. Now, these are all weeklies, okay, candles here. So that could be very, very good, okay? So now we had this inverse head and shoulders as your head, left shoulder, right shoulder, came right down, but we really are still trading this box. I know sometimes it doesn't look like it here, but we were looking at the bottom of this candle at 77.96. So we were trading that 200-day down to there, and then we were coming right across. It was holding until we had yesterday where we closed below it. And that was key because what you had is you had an indecision candle here, but what you had is a high and a lower high, lower low. Okay, lower high, lower low. Never good. Okay, you never want to see that pattern here. This was a possible reversal, and then at the end of the day, when everything was selling, this thing sold right down to it. But again, it closed right above that key 76.70. So now, those futures open there at 6 bells tonight. Just watch the high, the low, and the close. Okay, so your high is 78.66. Your low is 76.43, and then we close at 76.92 here. So this is what you're looking for when those futures open. Again, this is really an easy trade, okay, kind of a situation. Now you can see how, look at that, it just could not make it. It went up to that 8-day, and boy, I tell you, once it couldn't hold that, and I says, man, that's going to be a good short, and man, it was a really good short down. See, for a guy like me, I'm a trader, I really don't give a rat's ass if it goes up, it goes down. It doesn't really make any difference, okay, because you make money both ways. But if you're just a long trader, then just be patient here to see if this level here is going to hold. If not, realistically, we can look at these candles, but this is where you're going to go right there. That 75.61. That is going to be your downside, okay? Just that simple. Because look how many times that we've hit it, and it held, hit it, held, came down here, but as long as it closes up there for the week with this big-ass red candle, see, we engulfed the previous week's candle, okay? Where, you know, I'll say your higher high, lower low, and then we're finishing at the bottom, not a good. And if this was all green, yeah, it'd be great. But this is all red. We have to trade what's in front of us, not what we want. That's the key. Now, we have to look at the upside. Well, we just do the reverse of what we did, okay? So now this low here, instead of that being support, 77.25, now that is going to be resistance, okay? Then we look right to the bottom here, 77.55. That's going to be resistance, all right? And then we'll come right over here. You got 77.65 here. What do we got here? You got Let me see here. We'll go to the next candle here. You have, yeah, 78.14. That's going to be resistance. And then we just follow these up here until we can get to this key 8 simple moving average at 78.47. Now, don't worry about, all the resistance support levels. At the end of this video, everything's posted right there for you. Easy peasy, okay? But realistically, your main target up here, we can follow the candles, is going to be this 8 simple moving average. That's key. 78.47. Now, you can see how this was riding it nice. But once you cross over that Hondo, you can see where the price just went right on down. Not good, okay? So the price has to get back above that. Your 21-day is leaning out. That crossed your 21-day. The price needs to get above that. So upside, very simple. There's your target, 78.47. 100-day, 78.82, okay? Then we look at the 21-day, 78.83 sitting right there. And then we have your 50-day right above that, 79.23. Then you have your 21-day right there. And then we have your 80.01. Still hanging on to the old 80s, old 200 there, But, see, this is why you want to trade the charts. Because look where we're going. Into the 200, couldn't do anything. Into the 200, couldn't do anything. Into the 200, couldn't do anything. Well, that's really the first sign. And then what you have is when this candle went up and it only made half that candle the previous day, and then you put in a lower low, that tells you that's going to go down. And once you get your series of lower highs and lower lows, usually the next day is going to be down unless you get a reversal candle. But this here is not good. Now, again, just watch this key, 76.70. That is going to be the key, okay? If that's lost, here's your big target, 75.61. Okay, upside, right there. Just watch that 8-day. It will be lower when those futures open. No question about it. And then we have your 100-day right above that. Then you have your 21, your 50-day, your 21-day, and this is what you're looking for is that 200. Now, don't worry about crude oil here. Okay, you're sitting at 76.91. Crude oil will have its day again. Mark my words. This is nothing out of the ordinary. It's just when everything sells off, everything just sells off. That's just how it goes. But once we start rolling in here, you start rolling in here through the summer, through August and September, crude oil will rally. We'll be back up in these 80s here before you know it. Okay, so maybe just trade the range, until it breaks. If you break lower, then you short that bad boy right down to there. If you break higher, then you take a long to your 8-day. See what happens. You get above, then you go to the Hondo. Okay, if it breaks above, then we know we got to go to your 21-day, then your 200-day. Okay, very, very simple trading. Okay, let's take a look here at Natty Gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your 5-minute chart. Now, again, if you're trading, you're scalping it like what I do. I use a tick chart, a 1, a 5, 15-minute chart. Okay, that really works very good. If you want to take the trade out a little bit, you can use that like a 30-minute chart or hourly or 4-hour chart. That takes it out, but always, always, look at a daily, a weekly, and a monthly chart. That gives you the bigger kind of a picture. Okay, so yesterday we had that nice double bottom here. Okay, this was a trade. You take it on the retest, boom, all the way and up. Then I get right out of the trade. Okay, now this morning we had a low here, then we had a higher low, and then boom, that's where you take the trade. You get over that 8 SMA, boom, you get in. When you see that topping tail like that, get the hell out. But what I do is raise my stops as I'm going, boom, out. And then look at it. Once you're below that 8 SMA, done. Then what we had here, I did not take this trade here because there was no retest. You see, he had a low, then he had a low, then he had another low. That just wasn't the setup that I look for. This is the kind of setup I look for when you have a low and a higher low. That takes off. This was not looking good. And anyway, she ran up, came down, and then she went right up again here, again. And then you double topped and then all the way down. See that 8 SMA? All the way down. Let me see if I can bigger up a little bit for you. Okay, see? Now, see, you had that low, low, low. This is not a confirm. Okay, all that is a side-by-side candle. That is not what you're looking for if you're looking for the scalp long. And then she went up, where to go? Right into this 50 SMA, came down, held the 21-day, and then now again, if this would have broke above, then this would have been time to take the trade. You could take a long. But we can see it broke above a little bit, but it was not doing anything because you had a green candle that went right into the 50-day. Next day, next candle, up a little bit, but then when she came down, it was over. Okay, you can see the red candle forming. There is no trade there. But if you were to say it would have broken up and started rallying up here and that 8-day would have cut up, that's when you take the trade because then you can have a nice, right there would have been your level, and right there would have been your level. But this double top and then came all the way down. Then you can see here, okay, so when you look at this candle, see a big ass red candle. And then what we have here, see, perfect bear flag. Comes down here, another bear flag. Then all the way down here, another bear flag. And now look where we are, sitting right in the shit house. Okay, so right now I took my trade off here. I have no position. Now I could have probably did a little short ski on this here because KOLD, that had a good spread today. He had 36.31 on the bottom and 43.05 on the top. Okay, but right now in this time frame, just kind of leery to see what it is. But again, I made good money here on the upside, good money on the short on the crude, good money in NVIDIA, you know what I'm saying? Good money in TQQ when it ran all up here. So, you know, again, you're not going to hit every trade. Okay, so let's take a look here on a weekly and a daily and a weekly. Okay, here we have natty gas daily, weekly. Now, I've been pointing out here this 8 SMA here. Look how nice that it's held all the way. Okay, all the way up. But I just said this is a parabolic move. Okay, when you get those, what I do on these here is I trade them. Okay, and then when I get to that 200-day, I dump it off. I see what's going to happen. Well, you had a pretty good little bit of move all the way up here, but you got to know when to get the hell out of the trade. When you see this red candle like this is not a candle that says this is going higher. You topped right out there at that 2.92. Okay, so we went and we got above this 2.88 that I was saying, that I was pointing out, and we just about got to that 2.96. Came really close, and then she pulled right on back here. So we came in within 4 little points there. So this came right on back. Now I have no position in natural gas, long or short. I'm going to wait and see what's going to be the futures when they open up. Okay, so this is what you got to trade against. So you want to look at that high, 2.92, and you want to look at that low at 2.64. But what you are holding here, if you take this 2.65 and you bring this level right across, okay, top of this candle, so you can see where it's holding here. Okay, that is going to be your support level. Now, again, if that's lost, then we look to this 8 SMA at roughly 2.6. Okay, 2.593, 2.6. Then we'll come right to this candle here at 2.57, and then we can come down to your 2.46. But again, big if, this price loses this 8-day, okay, then that's going to be a beautiful short because she's going to come flying on down. Now, weekly, I do not like this. See this topping tail? So we got one more day here. Let's see how that all goes. But again, if you can hold the 50, that's positive. But these topping tails here, oof, that's never good. See this? And then all the way down. Okay, never good. You never want to really see that kind of a candle here at the top. Now, your RSI here, very strong. But, you know, as I've been pointing out here for I don't know how many videos now, you're getting into that nosebleed territory. Now, again, it can ride that wave of that 70 mark all across. Don't get me wrong. But when she rolls, especially natural gas, she rolls hard. Now, your MACD, your green is still over your red, so we got to see how that all going to shake out here. Now, again, so if you can break above all this here, okay, so right now you're sitting at 2.67. Well, upside, just follow the candles. 2.75, okay, 2.79, 2.85, and then today's high, 2.92. You get above that, there's your target right there, 2.96. Very easy. Downside, just watch this key level here at 2.65. If that's lost, watch your 8-day. Okay, watch that 2.57. If that's lost, you're going to come right down to this 2.46 and possibly all the way on down here. Okay, so right now when you have this parabolic run, okay, don't get greedy and say, oh, this is going to go here, it's going to go there. No. Takes money off the table in your pocket. That's what trading is all about. Okay, that's what I got for you on the Crude and Natural Gas. I'll be back here tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we will do it all over again. Thanks for watching.